Chosen one, stop for a moment and listen closely. Have you ever stepped into a crowded room and instantly felt drained, even though nothing happened? That sensation is not in your imagination. It is the silent transfer of energy. Every human being carries invisible currents within them. And when too many converge, you absorb more than your spirit was ever meant to hold. Beloved, the world has taught you that being surrounded by many people means acceptance, celebration, and love. But the spiritual truth is far different. When you step into presence of too many, your essence becomes diluted, your voice becomes faint, and your clarity becomes clouded. Have you felt it? The sudden confusion, the heaviness in your chest, or the quiet sadness that follows you home. Chosen one, this is not simply social exhaustion. It is a spiritual principle. Your spirit was never designed to scatter itself endlessly among the multitude. The more you do, the weaker your inner flame becomes. Those who lack awareness unconsciously draw from your well, leaving you parched while they walk away refreshed. That is why, beloved, some of you feel lonelier in a room full of people than you do in solitude. It is because your soul longs not for quantity, but for alignment. Now I ask you, have you noticed this in your life? Have you carried the invisible weight of a crowd without understanding why? If so, stay with me, because what I will reveal will unlock clarity. Chosen one, there is a reason why you often feel misunderstood when you try to explain yourself to many. Not everyone was designed to comprehend your frequency. Your spirit is tuned to a higher wavelength, and when you lower it to fit into the crowd, you dishonor your divine assignment. Beloved chosen one, reflect on the prophets, the healers, the seers of old. They were never found sitting comfortably among the masses for long. They withdrew, not because they despised people, but because their calling demanded consecration. Too many voices distort the inner guidance of the spirit. The crowd claps for today, but the spirit whispers for eternity. Which will you listen to? When you constantly surround yourself with people, even good people, you risk absorbing their confusion, their unresolved fears, and their unspoken doubts. Slowly, their chaos becomes your chaos, and before you know it, your once clear path looks foggy. This is why solitude, for you, is not loneliness, it is alignment. Chosen one, don't mistake this truth. You are not called to isolate out of bitterness, but to separate for clarity. The sacred separation is your shield. It is in your alone moments that you hear heaven's whisper most clearly. Have you noticed? The greatest revelations come not in the crowd's applause, but in the silence of your solitude. Chosen one, if this resonates, comment. I receive clarity below. Let me know if you've ever experienced a shift of energy when stepping away from people who drain you. Chosen one, there is something the world rarely teaches you. Every conversation, every touch, every moment with another person is an exchange. You may not see it, but energy moves silently between souls like rivers flowing unseen beneath the earth. This is why you feel heavy after talking with some people, yet renewed after being with others. Beloved, the problem is not people themselves. It is a number of exchanges your soul can endure. Think of yourself as a vessel. Pour out too much into too many, and you will find yourself empty, gasping for restoration. That emptiness is why you often wonder, why do I feel tired even though I did nothing strenuous today? It is not your body, it is your spirit. When you are around too many people, you collect fragments of their burdens, their fears, their doubts, even their silent resentment. All of it attaches to you like dust to a garment. And chosen one, this is why God set you apart, to protect your vessel, to preserve your essence, and to keep your assignment pure. So I ask you, Have you felt this unseen exchange? Have you walked away from a gathering only to feel a sudden heaviness pressing on your spirit? That was not coincidence. That was energy. And unless you learn to guard your spirit, you will forever mistake exhaustion for weakness instead of recognizing it as overflow from others. Chosen one, your vision is delicate. When you expose it to too many opinions, too many conversations, too many people, it becomes blurred. Have you noticed how clear your purpose feels when you are alone in prayer or meditation? But the moment you share it with the crowd, doubts begin to creep in? That is no accident. It is a clouding effect of too many voices. Beloved chosen one, the truth is this. Clarity is birthed in silence, not in noise. A single whisper from the Spirit outweighs 1,000 opinions from men. Yet the world pressures you to seek validation from the multitude. And when you do, your once bright vision becomes dim under the weight of their confusion. You see, crowds will cheer for you one moment and question you the next. They will never fully understand what the Spirit has placed in your heart, because it was not given to them. It was given to you. And if you expose it too soon, their words can plant seeds of doubt that take root before you realize it. This is why, chosen one, you cannot afford to live for the applause of the many. Your assignment is too precious. Protect your vision like a newborn child. Nurture it in silence until it is strong enough to stand on its own. Only then can it withstand the noise of the multitude. If you understand the importance of protecting your vision, type, "I protect my purpose" in the comments and share this teaching with another chosen one who needs clarity. Chosen one, pause for a moment and consider this. Not everyone you meet is aligned with your spirit. Some may smile, speak kindly, and even call you friend, but their inner frequency is not in harmony with yours. When you surround yourself with too many misaligned spirits, your energy begins to leak, unnoticed but consistent. Beloved, this is why you sometimes feel drained after being around people who seem harmless. It's not about what they say, it's about what they carry. Spirits carry burdens. And when they sense a light within you, they unconsciously release those burdens into your presence. Without discernment, you end up carrying weights that were never yours to hold. That is why the chosen must be careful. Too many interactions with misaligned spirits weaken your discernment. You begin to confuse their struggles with your own, their fears with your destiny, their limitations with your possibilities. Slowly, your spiritual strength erodes until you feel disconnected from your purpose. Chosen one, hear me. Alignment matters more than numbers. 10 aligned souls are stronger than 1,000 who merely exist around you. Seek alignment, not crowds. Protect your circle, not for selfishness, but for survival. Chosen one, solitude is not a punishment. It is a privilege. The world teaches you to fear being alone. But in truth, solitude is where your greatest strength is forged. It is in silence that the Spirit sharpens your discernment, restores your energy, and reveals secrets that crowds can never comprehend. Beloved, have you noticed how, when you are alone, insights flow effortlessly? Ideas appear, peace settles, direction becomes clear. That is not mere coincidence. That is divine alignment. The Spirit often whispers in the quiet because the crowd is too loud to hear him. Yet, many chosen ones run from solitude because they confuse it with loneliness. But hear me. Loneliness is the absence of people. Solitude is the presence of God. There's a difference. One weakens you, the other empowers you. Chosen one, never fear being set apart. The silence of solitude is the training ground of the chosen. It is where your strength multiplies and your vision clears. Embrace it, for without it, You cannot carry the weight of your calling. Chosen one. If you understand the power of solitude, subscribe right now and comment, "I embrace the silence." Share this so another soul can discover the blessing of being set apart. Chosen one. Not everyone should have constant access to you. Have you noticed how drained you feel when too many people can call on you at any time, expecting you to always be available? This is not by accident. Spiritually, unrestricted access allows others to pull from your well without giving anything in return. Beloved chosen one, understand this. Your energy is currency. If you allow too many to withdraw from you without discernment, you'll eventually become bankrupt in spirit. And when your spirit runs dry, even the things God called to do will feel heavy, empty, and powerless. Think of the great teachers, the prophets, the chosen leaders of old. They guarded their time, their presence, and their access carefully. They did not allow everyone into their inner circle because they knew the spiritual cost was too high. Crowds followed them, yes, but not everyone could enter their private space. Chosen one, your time is sacred. Your presence is precious. Guard it as you would guard a treasure. For in truth, that is exactly what it is. Chosen one. Have you ever left a conversation feeling unusually heavy, as if you carried something away that wasn't yours? That heaviness often comes from unspoken battles. People may not tell you their struggles, but their spirit carries them. And when you're sensitive, you pick them up without realizing it. Beloved, understand this. Some carry bitterness, envy, or deep wounds that cling to your spirit when you spend too much time with them. They may not mean to harm you, but proximity allows their battles to transfer. Too many people around you means too many battles pressing into your atmosphere. This is why, chosen one, you sometimes feel overwhelmed for no apparent reason. You woke up joyful, but by nightfall your mood shifted. Nothing outward changed, yet something within feels unsettled. That shift was not your own. It was the silent war of another soul attaching itself to you. And this, beloved, is why solitude is necessary. It is in silence that you cleanse your spirit, release what is not yours, and return to clarity. Without this separation, you will continue to fight battles that do not belong to you. Chosen one, if this makes sense, comment, "I release what is not mine," below, and don't forget to like this video so other chosen ones can hear this truth. Chosen one, have you wondered why too much noise unsettles you? Why chaos in a room makes you anxious, or why loud environments drain you faster than they energize you? It is because your spirit was not built for constant noise. It was built for alignment and peace. Beloved, the world celebrates noise. It calls it entertainment. It calls it community. It calls it success. But for the chosen, noise feels like clutter in the soul. It blocks the whispers of the spirit, distracts you from your path, and scatters your focus. That inner discomfort you feel, it is your spirit rejecting what does not align. Noise is not just sound. It is also unnecessary conversation, endless arguments, shallow connections, and environments that keep your spirit restless. The chosen one cannot thrive in noise, because divine instruction often arrives in stillness. And if you're always surrounded, always busy, always distracted, how can you hear the voice that guides you? Chosen one, your rejection of noise is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is your inner compass reminding you that you were set apart for clarity, not confusion. Chosen one, pause and reflect. Have you ever noticed how few people truly understand you? You may explain yourself clearly, yet they still misinterpret your intentions, your choices, or your silence. This is not because you are confusing. It is because your spirit operates on a frequency unfamiliar to many. Beloved, when you are around too many people, this misunderstanding multiplies. The more voices, the more misinterpretations, and each misunderstanding carries a potential to burden your heart, making you question whether your path is valid. But understand this truth: they cannot comprehend what was never revealed to them. Your assignment was whispered into your soul, not theirs. The chosen one's path is narrow and sacred. It is not designed for the approval of the multitude. That is why prophets, seers, and spiritual carriers of truth often walked alone. They were not antisocial. They were misunderstood. And the more they explained, the more the crowd twisted their words. Chosen one, your misunderstanding by many is evidence of your separation. You are not called to be understood by all, but to be aligned with the one who called you. If you have ever felt misunderstood, comment "They won't always understand me" below, and share this video so another chosen one can find encouragement. Chosen one, listen carefully. When too many people gather in one space, the energy multiplies. Every fear, every doubt, every secret struggle merges into an unseen atmosphere that you cannot escape. And if your spirit is open, you will absorb what lingers there. Beloved chosen one, this is why you sometimes feel fine before entering a crowded space, but leave with exhaustion, irritability, or even sudden sadness. It is a collision of energy. Every spirit carries an atmosphere, and when they gather, it creates a storm. You are not weak for feeling it. You are sensitive, because your spirit was designed to discern. But the danger lies here. If you continue to immerse yourself in these spaces without spiritual protection or separation, you will slowly lose track of what belongs to you and what belongs to others. Your peace, your clarity, even your joy may no longer feel like your own. Chosen one, this is why guarding your environment is critical. Some rooms are not meant for you. Some gatherings are not for your spirit. And learning to walk away is not arrogance. It is wisdom. Chosen one, your sensitivity to people is not weakness. It is your gift. You are designed to sense what others overlook. But this gift comes with a responsibility, the call to discernment. You must learn when to step forward and when to step back, when to engage and when to remain silent. Beloved, discernment is not simply knowing right from wrong. It is knowing what is right for you in the moment. The crowd may celebrate something, but the spirit may whisper to you, "Not here, not now." And if you ignore that voice, you expose yourself to unnecessary battles. Discernment is a spiritual compass that prevents you from scattering your energy among too many people. It guides you to the ones aligned with your path, while keeping you away from those who unconsciously drain you. Without it, you will walk blindly into traps set not by malice, but by ignorance. Chosen one, understand this. Your calling requires discernment at every step. To walk without it is to invite confusion, but to cultivate it is to protect your destiny. If you know discernment is vital for your journey, comment, "I choose discernment," and like this video, so more chosen ones can walk in wisdom. Chosen one, there is a reason why some people fall away from your life without explanation. You may wonder, what did I do wrong? But the truth is, nothing went wrong. It was alignment removing what could not walk with you into the next season. Beloved, not everyone is built to handle the weight of your calling. Some are meant only for a chapter, not the whole book. And when you try to force them to stay, you find yourself drained, confused, and burdened by energy that was never supposed to follow you. Have you noticed? The further you walk in your assignment, the fewer people remain beside you. The circle gets smaller, not larger. This is not punishment. It is refinement. For what is pure cannot be surrounded by what is unrefined. Chosen one, accept this truth. Your path requires separation, not because others are evil, but because not everyone has the capacity to carry what you carry. Chosen one of the greatest traps is the need to please everyone. Have you noticed how exhausting it feels when you try to meet every expectation, respond to every call, and satisfy every demand? The crowd always wants more, but rarely do they pour back into you. Beloved, pleasing many is a burden that slowly destroys your peace. It pulls you in every direction until you no longer recognize yourself. One moment you are adjusting to fit one person, the next moment bending to satisfy another. And in the end, your true identity becomes buried beneath the weight of performance. But hear this truth. Chosen ones are not called to please a multitude. They are called to obey the Spirit. The crowd may misunderstand you, call you distant, or even reject you, but obedience to your inner call will sustain you in ways their approval never could. So release the burden. Beloved, you were not chosen to be everything for everyone. You were chosen to be faithful to the one who called you. Chosen one, sometimes your spirit demands distance before your mind understands why. You may feel an unexplained urge to withdraw from certain people, places, or gatherings. At first, it seems strange. Nothing bad has happened. Yet your spirit whispers, step back. Beloved, this is divine protection. Your spirit often detects what your eyes cannot see. While your mind looks at the surface, your spirit discerns the unseen. And when you ignore these nudges, you invite unnecessary pain. Have you noticed? The moment you obey that inner prompting, you later discover was right all along. Perhaps conflict arose, perhaps betrayal surfaced, or perhaps the atmosphere shifted negatively. And you realize the Spirit was warning you. Chosen one, distance is not always rejection. It is preservation. When your spirit calls you to step away, listen. It may save your energy, your clarity, and even your destiny. If you ever felt that urge to distance yourself without explanation, comment, I trust my spirit below, and share this message with another chosen one. Chosen one, energy thieves rarely announce themselves. They don't always argue, fight, or openly oppose you. Instead, they drain you subtly through endless conversations, constant demands, or simply by being in your presence too often. Their spirit takes, even if their mouth never asks. Beloved, the danger of being around too many people is that you cannot discern who is withdrawing from you and who is pouring into you. When the crowd surrounds you, the lines blur. You only know that something within you feels empty, but you can't trace the source. This is the silent theft of your spirit. Have you ever wondered why you feel spiritually tired after certain gatherings, even when everyone seemed kind? It is because the drain was invisible, not visible. It was not their words, but their presence. And chosen one, this is why your spirit often prefers distance. It is guarding your energy from unseen theft. Understand this. Your light is valuable, and wherever light shines, darkness seeks to absorb it. Protect it fiercely, not with bitterness, but with boundaries. Chosen one, do not mistake your isolation as abandonment. Sometimes, the Spirit removes you from the crowd to refine you. It feels like loneliness, but in truth, it is training. For how can you lead many if you cannot first endure the silence of being alone? Beloved, the chosen walk through a wilderness season. It is a time when familiar voices fade, distractions are stripped away, and you are left face to face with yourself and your Creator. This season is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. The crowd cannot shape you for your destiny. Only the silence can. Have you noticed how revelations come sharper in your quietest seasons? How strength builds when no one is watching. That is because isolation is the classroom of the chosen. The Spirit teaches you secrets there that the multitude is not meant to hear. Chosen one, embrace the test of isolation. What feels like emptiness is actually preparation. And when the season ends, you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and unshakable. Chosen one, you cannot walk this path alone forever. Though solitude is necessary, you will eventually need a circle, a small one, not a crowd, not an audience, but a few aligned souls who strengthen you instead of draining you. Beloved, understand this. The wrong circle weakens your destiny, but the right circle amplifies it. Even great messengers and prophets had trusted companions to walk beside them. The difference is their circle was small, pure, and chosen carefully. They did not open themselves to everyone, because not everyone was qualified. When you guard your circle, you protect your energy, your vision, and your peace. A circle of 2 or 3 aligned souls is more powerful than a multitude of half-hearted connections. It is not about numbers, chosen one. It is about depth. So, examine who is around you. Ask yourself, do they lift me closer to my calling, or do they drain me further from it? Your destiny depends on the answer. If you understand the power of guarding your circle, comment quality over quantity below, and subscribe so you never miss these teachings meant for the chosen. Chosen one, sometimes the greatest drains on your spirit are not strangers, but familiar faces. People you love, people you've grown with, people you never expected to be a hindrance. Yet because you feel tied to them by history, you allow them to remain close, even when your spirit knows they are no longer aligned. Beloved, this is one of the hardest lessons for the chosen. Not everyone from your past is meant to walk with you into your future. Familiarity blinds you. You excuse their behavior, overlook their energy, and tell yourself, it's just how they are. But slowly, you feel your strength fading, your clarity clouding, your vision shrinking. Have you noticed? Some people celebrate who you were, but cannot handle who you are becoming. They were comfortable with your old self, but feel threatened by your growth. And the more you keep them close, the more they unconsciously hold you back. Chosen one, release with wisdom. Letting go does not mean you hate them. It means you love your calling enough to protect it. You cannot remain in old circles and expect new elevation. Chosen one, have you ever noticed how people react to your presence without you saying a word? Some feel drawn to you, comforted by you, and at peace near you. Others, however, feel unsettled, even irritated, though you did nothing wrong. This is because your spirit carries a weight their spirit cannot ignore. Beloved, your presence is not ordinary, it is spiritual. Too many people around you means too many conflicting reactions. Some will cling to your light, while others will resist it. And in the midst of this tug of war, you become drained, pulled in different directions without understanding why. This is why solitude is your shield. When you step back, you preserve your presence. You give it only to those who can receive it with honor, not confusion. For your spirit was not designed to be scattered among the masses. It was designed to impact the few who are ready. Chosen one, do not be surprised if your presence unsettles some. It is not rejection of you. It is rejection of the light within you. And the more people you surround yourself with, the more these conflicting energies will collide. Protect your presence. Guard your peace. Honor your calling. Chosen one, now you see the truth. You were never meant to blend into the multitude. Your spirit, your energy, your assignment, it is too rare, too valuable, too sacred to be scattered among too many. Beloved, solitude is not punishment. It is preparation. Separation is not rejection. It is protection. The very reason you cannot be around too many people is because your destiny demands focus, clarity, and alignment. Every time you honor your need to step away, you are not losing connection. You are gaining strength. Every time you guard your flame, you are preserving your purpose. Every time you choose few over many, you are choosing destiny over distraction. So walk boldly, chosen one. Do not fear being different. Do not apologize for being set apart. And never again see your solitude as weakness. For it is the mark that you are chosen, handpicked for a higher calling. And remember this, you were not called to be like everyone else. You were called to carry light where others carry noise. Protect it, guard it, live it, for your destiny depends on it. If this teaching has spoken to your spirit, chosen one, like this video, comment, I guard my destiny, and subscribe so you never miss another message created for you. Share this with another chosen one who needs to hear the truth today.